Hello, Professor Bright here. We've returned to London, mostly to recover from our severe lack of supplies and food. Now, we didn't handle our affairs last time, so we're going to do that now. There's quite a few things that need to be done. First, we shall deliver the Claymen. This is where they wanted to be, or at least where they're supposed to be. One by one they rise, uncomplainingly, with no trace of stiffness or discomfort from the long voyage. The deck resounds beneath their heavy tread. A shroom yard manager waits on dock, tapping her foot. "About time," she says. "Here's your payment. Come along now, you. There's a good construct." Ah, the little golems. Let's check on our new recruit. Who might they be? Oh, you're new. The Presbyteriate, however you say it, the Presbyteriate Adventuress. "Afternoon, citizen. Looking for a gunnery officer. I'd like to help you blow up some monsters if you'll have me." I mean, how could I refuse? Who could refuse that offer? "Welcome aboard. Oh, hello, Captain. Is this one of yours? I'd knock her about a bit. She didn't like taking orders from foreigners. Still, we're good friends now." The adventuress claps the black-eyed sailor on the back. Oddly enough, they do seem to be friends now. Delightful. Now, are you still looking for... Perfect. You're still looking for Zoop. Okay. Now, we may get the chance to head over to Palmerston. In fact, I think that I will make that our main goal. More importantly, though, your father's bones, the next step. Do you have what your contact wants? I think we do. The gracious widow. Do you have the skintellect she requires for her tonics? We certainly do. Your father's last voyage took him to Visage. Have you been to Visage? Each visitor has a mask and a role. The assigner of corpses' role is to dispose of foreign cadavers. I'm certain he will know where your father lies. You can hear the smile in her voice. Find the assigner and find your father. As you bid her goodbye, she coughs. You can feel the air tighten. You can sense her attention on you. One more thing. Your father owed me a debt. I have, you see, an additional interest in the disposition of his bones and his belongings. I hope you will be frank with me when you return. Hush. Say nothing now. Think on it. We know where Visage is. Oh, now this is quite the decision. Do we pursue our father's bones and try to succeed as a captain, or do we head to Mount Palmerston and get all our extra echoes from the Venturer? I am not sure. One more time, how many bits of Zoop do you need? 7, yes? So we would only need to buy 6. We'll make that decision in a moment. First, though... Hello, friend. Let's talk about our port reports. Fuel, delightful. Delightful. Pirate monks? I honestly have no idea what we're supposed to do about pirate monks. What are they up to? Oh, not very much, I'm afraid. I would need more candles to figure that out. Pigmo Isle. I'm not certain I heard you correctly. Are you certain this is the report you wish to make? So be it. The Connate. Polythreum now. This is interesting. The king with 100 hearts. What a useful fellow. Without his exports, I'd be delivering my own coal. I was hoping for some more details on the gentleman. But we shall leave it be. Oh, I didn't know that lost us terror. That's lovely. We're going to have to visit Khan's Shadow a lot more. Wisdom. And the Salt Lions. Now, could we actually ask for additional... No, we couldn't. I was looking if we had a chance to get additional assignments to get even more strategic information for when we find the Shellinate. Unfortunately, we can't. Just kind of I wouldn't say sad. We do have 776 echoes. My, we are doing well. Good carouse in the docks. Yeah, let's go out there. Sea shanties, good companionship, and the warmth of a pub fire. All for 30 echoes. Not much more than that, but so be it. Could always hire on more crew. Always use new bodies. I mean, crewmen. Yes. Delightful. We will be repairing our ship because, well. Now the question is, do I... Do I pay the full price, or do I turn in some more of my favors? I am inclined to turn in our favors. As I always am. Now, let's see. Not you. You. Sell some Skintalak. We can buy some more mushroom wine. Oh dear. Oh, this is not going to be quite enough. I'm going to have to sell these souls here. Which I don't want to do, but at the same time, I do want to head back to Godfall and the Khanate to see what's going on over there. Now, oh, yes, Parabola Linen. Quite a bit of Parabola Linen. Okay, now we're in a more secure position. Now, I also wanted to see about getting our hands on some supplies, yes. 8 should do us. And Foxfire Candles. No, a little more fuel. And an additional supply. The Foxfire Candles we're going to just build up a surplus of. Now, how do we have 38 bits of cargo? Oh, yes. One does forget. Well, for one thing, we will sell that. I have no further use of it. And this gives us space for 3 objects. We'll get more space as we make our trip over to Mount Palmerston. So, yes, I think this is reasonable. It seems reasonable enough, anyway. The Alarming Scholar. Do you have something interesting for us? Not something I'm looking for, at least. Holding on to our stories for the moment. Now, with that bit of business done, let's launch. I think my initial plan will be a trip over to Port Palmerston. Clean up some of these little splotches on the map while we do it. And stop by Hunter's Keep, because I don't think I've actually talked with the sisters at all, in fact. At least not on this trip. Or this captain, rather. Obviously, I haven't talked to them on this trip yet, because it just started, like, 10 seconds ago, maybe? And, okay. And already you guys are eating up the supplies and burning our fuel. Such a lovely crew. Love them dearly. Like me own kids. Which probably would get child services called on me because I have actually eaten crew members. And yet they stay on board. I cannot emphasize enough. These people stay on board with a captain who has eaten people. Now we won't be reading these until something interesting happens with them. Mostly because, well, I say something interesting. I'm sure it's interesting to the rest of you. But I have actually read this now 4 times each. I'm not inclined to reread them, is what I'm saying. Oh, a stop at the tomb colonies wouldn't be the worst thing. Not very valuable, technically, but there are worse uses of our time. Ah, hello, friend. You look like food. Come now, a little bit closer now, and dead. Butcher for supplies. Ah, delightful. You know, we might make a stop over at the Chapel of Lights. Mostly because of our navigator's problem. And our current predilection towards, well, their brand of cooking. Oh dear. I am just the worst person here. Ah, well. Or would it be better to just buy the live specimens from the gentleman over at the, oh, what do you call it? The Labyrinth of Tigers. There we are. We'll gather our gossip. You know... So replace 12 supplies with 12 tomb colonists. Well, we won't be doing that. Certainly not. I'll explore Vanderbite, though. Oh, delightful! The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass, rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. No one is here, and yet you And yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Huh. Moving as if asleep, you place a candle at each corner of the altar. I mean, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna anyway. The heck? Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, I can toss one of these little strange catches overboard. Well. Oh well. When the rites are done, you clean the chapel carefully, for the next to pass this way. Peace lies on your mind like a sheen of oil. You stow your supplies in the hold of the ship. There are no witnesses. Oh! Well, we gained 5 supplies, so we're supplied. Huh. I think the implication is that we might have killed some people and then made them into food. I'm pretty sure that's the implication, guys. Pretty sure that's what just happened. Okay. Yep. Seems reasonable to me. Yeah, Chapel of Lights. Although we could stop by Wither in the Codex. I'm inclined to do just a direct path, mostly to save fuel, because we also want to go and attempt to get to the Chelinate, and attempt to get the Visage. So our long-term goal doesn't really gel with us stopping over at Codex and the, Wither. Although they aren't that far away, but, This is what I've decided to do. So we're just gonna go with it. The Boreal Reach. Ah, yes. That sort of music. Delightful. Well, no islands in range, because you're only going to find me new islands, not old ones. So I'm going to have to rely on the map to get us to Chapel. Yeah, we're fine. Lifebergs, nope. No. Don't even come here. We don't want none. There's the chapel. Let's head in. Where it's... I was going to say where it's safe, but it's... Yeah, it's safe enough. Although, is this going to raise our unaccountably peckish quality? Is there a way to lower that, actually? Well, hopefully we don't find out that we can't and it has some sort of death condition. Chapel of Lights, do you hear music? Furtive, faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware, this isle is full of voices. Oh. It will also scar us permanently. Well, that is reason enough not to do it. Could pay another price. And we have enough crew members, and I really want to know what's going on with him. Okay. You enter to see your navigator shaking a smiling priest by the collar. It led me here. Tell me what it means. Look at it. Look at it. The priest disentangles himself as politely as possible. I'm sure we can find a path to put you on, my friend. He examines the sigil with the professional air of a collector, but we will need your help in return. Pay another price. The priest slips his arm around your shoulders. For you, a lesser payment, he whispers. Post no guards on your ship tonight. Ask no questions. And in the morning, perhaps you'd like to join us for breakfast. A red and white smile. A new destination. The chapel's congregation are soft-footed. No one on board hears them come or go. In the morning, a crewman's bed is empty. You divert your crew's concerns. Later, you take part in a late, warm, red breakfast in the church's crypt. When you emerge with the smiling priest, your navigator hurries forward from a pew. The sigil, what does it mean? Who carved it on me? What did I do to deserve it? The smiling priest raises a hand. You are on a journey, my friend. Take one step at a time. I've seen your sigil before, carved in the ice at Frostfound. Go there. You will answer your first question. That will lead you to the next. The navigator's thanks are muted. He plods back to your ship. Before you leave, the smiling priest gives you a wink. We're even more unaccountably peckish. But I haven't seen any troubles with it increasing. It seems to be something that only gives you opportunities. Although, Nightmare Strength has been increasing for a while too, so... We shall see. We shall see. I mean, the Avid Horizon, I vaguely remember that area. Oh, we'll go for it. Why not? What is the worst that will happen? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, so many things. But it looks like we made it, if I recall. The Avid Horizon. This isn't gonna send us... Okay, good. Okay. Good, we're just going into the creepiest area so far. Look at those sigils. Look at those statues. The Avid Horizon. This is the end. Two vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the color that remains when all other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. We shall gather intelligence. Hello. Gather intelligence, such as there is to gather, out here where nothing moves. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. And what then? You heard a story. The ice by the gate's edge. There was a whisper about a hunting quest and a final revenge. Behind the ice. Yes, this is what the rumors meant. A hunter frozen in the ice, hands contorted to claws, mouth agape. With her left hand she had plucked her own eye from the socket. It lies very close to the surface of the ice. If the stories are true, there's a dark virtue in that eye. Take it then, but perhaps you should put it in a jar. Lost fragments. Oh my! So instead of making it to the Chelenate and Mount Palmerston, we just took an eye from the edge of the world. I mean, why not? Why would you not? Oh, dear me. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we shall see you soon.